This is Nitty Scott. She is a rapper and lyricist, and some people may know that she used to date Kendrick Lamar. Long time ago. It was before his long-term relationship with Whitney Alford. Why am I bringing her up? Well, it all has to do with Drizzlepop and the OVHoes. So, Nitty Scott went on Twitter to talk about her experience at the Grand National Tour, and she had great things to say about it. And, of course, the OVHoes were diving in, asking her about her past with Kendrick Lamar. Well, she said, she's not here for that. That was not her purpose. But we did find out, though, allegedly, back during the battle, that Drizzlepop's camp actually offered her a pretty substantial amount of dough to divulge any dirt she may have on Kendrick. Well, of course, she turned it down flat, and she said that's not what she's about. She's not here for the shenanigans. She's doing her thing. She wishes Kendrick well, and they haven't been involved for at least 10 years because, as I said, he has been with Whitney Alford now since 2015, and they have two beautiful children together, Uzi and Enoch. But at the end of the day, even though Nitty Scott did not take the bait, it tracks because we all do know that during the battle, Drizzlepop and the OVHoe camp were trying to get dirt on Kendrick, which is almost impossible because, one, Kendrick lives a very private life. You don't really see him pop out on social media or any of that unless he is promoting his actual work. He doesn't discuss his private life. He doesn't do a whole lot of interviews. And even further, the things that you could possibly get him on, he talks about in his own music. Have you listened to Mr. Morale? So at the end of the day, there's no gotchas with Kendrick. His life has been an open book, and big ups to Nitty Scott for not being that person who would run with some false narrative or try to throw dirt on your ex's name. And there has been an update in the Dody6 goings-ons. Now, I did a video about that situation. If you don't know, he crashed out on live saying, that even though he appeared on the GNX album on Hey Now, that he was homeless and he didn't have any money, and he called Kendrick the B word and some other stuff. Well, he has since apologized, and you know what? When I did my previous video, and I thought long and hard about whether I would address the subject at all, because in all honesty, when I saw the video of him crashing out, I kind of got the vibe that maybe he was under the influence of some substances, if you get my drift. And I also heard from folks in his orbit that the reason he wasn't getting paid was because he didn't understand how the system worked. So that's why I took more of an approach of kind of talking to him like a mama, which is my first instinct because I am a mama. But I will say this. I think, I heard one, and I didn't mention it in the previous video, but one factor in his whole situation is he recently lost a child. And we all know that trauma affects us in many ways. So that, I think, had a lot to do with him crashing out. And also, he was involved in a car crash not very long after that video, that live video. And I think when you're in a situation like that where you face like a life or type situation, you know what I'm leaving out because, the mods, I'm recording on the tickety talks, but it can change your perspective. And also, I think having been in that accident and possibly having to go to the hospital, it kind of gave him time to detox. And he's thinking with a clearer mind. So I really hope that this leads to him getting whatever help he may need, because I have seen some things and I recognize certain substances being used when I see it, if you catch my drift. So I really do hope that any help that he needs in whatever arena, that he gets it and that his funds get straightened out. I wish him the best. I really do. And I think seeing that and then knowing about the accident kind of puts it in a different perspective. And that's why I didn't like come for his neck when I made the video. It was more just kind of presenting the facts and my personal take on it. But there's that. And I'm not even going to talk about what Kanye is out here blabbing. Go to rehab, Kanye. Go get some help. Do something. Just whatever you do, just shut up.